Hello, everyone. You are tuned in to Raggedy Crimes and Chaos, where we're back to our regularly scheduled chaos. I'm your host, and today we're talking about a woman who thought she could outsmart Walmart's self-checkout by scanning cheaper items for expensive ones. Spoiler alert, Walmart has cameras. Like a lot of cameras. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is Angela, 42 years old, regular Walmart shopper. Been going to the same location for years. And somewhere along the way, Angela decided she was paying too much for groceries. So she came up with a system. The self-checkout scam. Here's how it works. You go through self-checkout with expensive items, but instead of scanning those items, you scan cheaper items and bag the expensive stuff. So you're paying for bananas, but walking out with steak. Paying for a greeting card, but walking out with a Bluetooth speaker. And Angela thought she was slick. Angela had been doing this for months. She'd come in twice a week, fill her cart with expensive stuff, steaks, electronics, makeup, designer items. Then she'd go to self-checkout with a handful of cheap items, bananas, single greeting cards, candy bars. Scan the cheap stuff, bag the expensive stuff, pay $12 for $200 worth of merchandise. Walk out like nothing happened. And for a while, it worked. Because here's the thing about self-checkout. It's based on trust. The system assumes you are scanning what you're bagging. But Walmart is not trusting that. Hmm. What Angela didn't know or didn't care about is that Walmart has cameras everywhere. At every self-checkout station, overhead cameras, side angle cameras, cameras watching the cameras, and loss prevention officers watching all of them. So while Angela thought she was getting away with it, Walmart was documenting it. Every visit, every scam, every dollar, they were building a case. Because here's how retail theft works. Stores don't always stop you the first time, or the second time, or even the fifth time. They wait. They let you keep doing it until the dollar amount is high enough to charge you with a felony. And that's exactly what Walmart did with Angela. So it's a regular Tuesday. Angela walks into Walmart like she always does, fills her cart, ribeye steaks, AirPods, expensive makeup, designer handbag, goes to self-checkout, scans a pack of gum, bags the steak, scans a birthday card, bags the AirPods, scans a candy bar, bags the makeup. Her total, $8.47. Actual value of items in her bags, $347.82. She pays, grabs their bags, heads for the door. And that's when loss prevention steps in. Ma'am, can you come with us, please? Angela freezes. What? Why? We need to discuss some discrepancies with your purchase. They take Angela to the back office, two loss prevention officers, one manager, and a laptop with video. Miss Angela, the manager says, we've been monitoring your shopping patterns. Miss Angela, the manager says, we've been monitoring your shopping patterns. They pull up footage. Angela at self-checkout, clear as day. Scanning a greeting card, bagging a perfume set. This is from 2 weeks ago. Another clip, different day. Scanning bananas, bagging a video game. This is from last month. Another clip. Scanning a candy bar, bagging an electronic toothbrush. They have 23 separate incidents, all documented, all time-stamped. Total value of merchandise stolen over 4 months? $4,347.89. That's a felony. Can we talk about Angela's face during this? Because according to the police report, she went through all the stages of grief. Denial? That's not me. Anger? How long have you been watching me? Bargaining? What if I pay for everything right now? Depression? Starts crying. Acceptance? Can I just go to jail now? Police arrive. They've been waiting for this call because Angela's not the first person to try the self-checkout scam, and she won't be the last. But Walmart wanted to make an example. Officer Chen takes one look at the evidence and goes, yeah, this is pretty clear-cut. They arrest Angela right there, handcuff her in the loss prevention office, walk her out through the store, the same store where she's been shopping for years, past the self-checkout stations where she committed the crimes, past the regular cashiers who recognize her, past other customers who are absolutely staring. And Angela is mortified. Can we go out the back? No, ma'am. We go out the front. At the station, Angela breaks down completely. I didn't think anyone was watching. Detective Morrison just stares at her. You didn't think anyone was watching? At Walmart? The store with cameras in every aisle? The store with an entire department dedicated to loss prevention? That Walmart? Angela puts her head on the table. I wasn't thinking clearly. Clearly, because you did this 23 times. I thought I was being smart. You thought canning bananas for steak was smart? When you say it like that, there's no other way to say it. So, here's what Angela's facing. Retail theft over $1,000, felony charge. 23 separate incidents. That's a pattern of behavior. 4 months of documented theft, premeditated. Her lawyer tries to argue it was a moment of weakness. The prosecutor holds up a folder 2 inches thick. A 4-month moment of weakness? 23 separate moments? Angela pleads guilty, gets 2 years probation, $5,000 in fines, and is banned from every Walmart in the state. The judge actually asked, Miss Angela, did you really think you wouldn't get caught? I thought the self-checkout was, I don't know, on the honor system? The honor system? At Walmart? Yes, Your Honor. The judge takes off his glasses and rubs his eyes. Miss Angela, self-checkout is not the honor system. It's the surveillance system with customer labor. Let me explain how self-checkout actually works. Because Angela's not alone in thinking she can beat it. Self-checkout stations have overhead cameras recording everything you scan. Weight sensors on the bagging area. AI software that compares what you scan to what you bag. Loss prevention officers watching multiple screens. So when you scan a banana but bag a steak, the weight is wrong. The system knows, and someone is watching. They might not stop you that day, but they are documenting. Building the case, waiting for felony level theft. And then they've got you. So what have we learned from today's Raggedy Crime? Lesson 1. Self-checkout is not the honor system. It's heavily monitored. Don't try it. Lesson 2. Retail stores don't always stop you immediately. They build a case. Multiple incidents equal felony charges. Lesson 3. If you are struggling with groceries, there are resources. Food banks, assistance programs, community support. Stealing from Walmart is not the solution. And honestly, I feel bad for Angela. Not because she got caught, she absolutely deserved that, but because she thought this was her only option. There's always another way, a legal way. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Raggedy Crimes and Chaos. This one was darker than usual, but it's important to talk about because this kind of behavior has to stop. We have to hold people accountable. Tomorrow, we're getting back to the weird but not harmful crimes. We're talking about a man who tried to rob a bank with a toy gun, but it was so realistic that even the police thought it was real until they arrested him. So make sure you come back for that. Until then, stay safe, stay smart, and please don't tamper with self-checkout. This has been Raggedy Crimes and Chaos. I'm out.